Hello, friends. Welcome once again. I think we'll continue with the same chapter. Uh, I think in the previous session we have just I gave you an introduction about the number system. Then we have seen to change decimal to binary. Now in this session we will try to change binary to some other number. Okay. So now let's see how to do it. I think we will be just changing any base to the decimal part, like suppose binary to decimal or octal to decimal or hexadecimal to decimal number. So a given number can be changed or converted from any base to 10, that is decimal, using expansion method. According to the expansion method, if a b c point, this is a fractional part, d e, these a b c d here indicate some number, is a given number in base x, then its value in base 10 is given as. So this is a formula, or this is one of the way. So suppose I think you can say that you have to go with a number line. So this will be at 0 position, this will be at position number 1, this will be at position number 2. Okay, so this will be x raised to 0, x raised to 1, then x raised to 2, and when you go towards right hand side, so there will be a negative. Okay, x raised to minus 1, x raised to minus 2, like that, and it will go on as the number increases. Okay, so I hope you understood. Don't worry, I'll give you one example also. Okay, now so there is a method or there is a technique to which you can, there is an explanation to use the expansion method for conversion. Assign position to each digit of a given number. Digits to the left of decimal are numbered starting from 0. Digits to the digits to the right of a decimal are numbered starting from -1. Okay, the a term, write a term for each digit as digit x base of a given number. Perform the addition of all the terms to obtain the number in the base 10. This formula can be expanded in the form of any number of digits. Okay, still those who have not understood, we will see the example. Now this is a perfect example. I hope you understand that whatever the number is written, this is the position. So C is at the 0th position, B is at first position, A is at second position. Can you see that decimal point? D is towards right, that's why it is -1. E is at towards again right, so it's -2. So when you write the expanded form, then you have to write C x0, B x1, A x2, x raised to 2. Okay, then when you go towards right, that is d x raised to -1, d e x raised to -2. Okay, we'll see some example, that time it will be more clear. Okay, now suppose this is our example. I think there is some mistake in this. First of all, the problem here is you don't know which form you have to convert. Okay, so I'll just write it here. So suppose this is your binary number, okay, and you want to change it to decimal. So let's see how they have changed. Here we don't have any fractional part, so everything is real. Okay, so what you can do, wherever 0 is written, actually can you see that number is written, and here when you move towards from the left hand side, this will be anything raised to 0 will be 1. Okay, so this will be 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, and this should be 2 raised to 4. I think 2 is written, only base is not written, and this is this has to be 2 raised to anything raised to 0 is 1, so 0 into 1 is 0. Can you see 2 raised to 1 is 2, so this will be 2. Then 0 into 4, 2 raised to 4 is 4, but this will be 0. Then 2 raised to 3 is 6, but this will be again 0. Then 2 raised to 4 is 16, so this will be 1. So remember that wherever 1 is there, there that count only will be taken, because anything multiplied by 0 will be 0. So can you see this position is 0, that's why here we got 0. This position we are having 0, that's why we got 0. This position we are having 0, that's why we got 0. Okay, so we will be getting the number only at two places wherever the 1 is written, that is at the second position and at the fifth position. Okay, now again there is a problem, because this has to be this has to be in the decimal, so everything should be in the decimal. So base, I think some base is written but we can't see it. So when you add 16 plus 2, that will become 18. We'll see one more example, that time it will be more clear. Those have this is without fraction. Now let's see with the fractional part. Okay, now I think you will easily understand this. Now this is in binary and you want to change it to decimal. So can you see this is in binary with fractional part. So I think I'll start from this side, because this is like 2 raised to 0. Okay, so anything raised to 0 is 1, but 0 into 1 will be 0. So can you see this is your result? Okay, I'll just use the highlighter. So this is anything raised to 0, that's why your answer is here. Then 2 raised to 1 will be 2, so 1 into 2 is 2. Then 2 raised to 2 is 4, but since it is written as 0 into 4, so here also 0 will come. Then 2 raised to 3 is 8, but this is also multiplied by 0, so this is 0. Okay, 2 raised to 4 is 16, so 1 raised to 4 is 16, that's why only 16 will come. Now I hope this is before the decimal part, so everything is covered before the decimal. Now when you talk about after decimal, can you see we are having 2 raised to minus 1. So 2 raised to minus 1 you can also write 1 upon 2. So and 1 is also there, that's why it will be 0.5. Now actually 2 raised to 1 upon 4 is also there, but since it is with 0, they have not mentioned anything here. Now can you see the last, this is 2 raised to minus 3. 2 raised to minus 3 means 1 upon 8. So I think this is for this, and when you change it, when you divide 1 by 8, I think you will be getting 0.125, and this part you have to add differently. So you will be getting this, and this is your real part. 16 plus 2 is 18. So I hope you understood. You can take any example and you can do this. Okay, now we will be going with the, I think till now we have just finished with decimal to binary and binary to decimal. Same concept is to be used to change any other numbers. Okay, now we will be going with that is decimal to octal conversion, that is base 10 to base 8. In number system, I think we have seen in this this thing in the previous slides also, or previous session. It is very important to have a good knowledge of how to convert the numbers from one base to another base. Just wait. Okay, here we learn how to convert any given number to base 8. So whatever your given number, then you can write base 10, and that means from decimal we have to change it to octal. So let's see some example or some explanation is there. I think again there is an explanation. A given number can be converted from base 10 to any other base by division method and multiplication method. Following are the two cases for numbers carrying no fractional part. Whenever you don't have any fractional part, that time you can divide the number. The division method is used to change or convert such number from base 10 to any other base. The division method is performed with the base required. Steps to convert from base 10 to base 8: divide the given number, that is base with 8 until the result finally less than the 8. Traverse, that means move the remainders from bottom to top and get the required numbers in the base 8. Okay, so I think when we will see the example in exams also, I am not expecting any theory. I will be giving you some problems only, like it's like a mathematical paper. Okay, first chapter is mathematical paper only. Decimal to octal. So this is your number, this is in decimal, you have to change it to octal. So can you see 8 divided by 1032? So this is your quotient and this is your remainder. Okay, we are interested in the remainder part. Okay, then 129 again divided by 8, so this is your quotient, but this time we got a remainder as 1. Okay, now can you see 8 2s are 16, so remainder is 0. And whenever you are writing the answer, can you see everything, this is 2 0 1 0, and as you can see the arrow, it is moving from bottom to top. So you also have to move to bottom to top. Don't write from top to bottom. Okay, that is wrong. So you have to move it from bottom to top. That's why your answer is 2010. Now here there is you should know how to change it to you should know the perfect division, and when you can you stop if this number is less than this number. Okay, then you can stop dividing. Okay, so I hope this method also we have done when we were changing decimal to binary. That time we have used 10 here, sorry 2. Okay, whatever the base is mentioned here, that base you have to use as a divisor. Okay, now again we have taken one more example, 172, that is decimal number, you want to change it to octal. So can you see 172 is divided by 8, so this is your quotient and this is your remainder. Now 8 2s are 16, 21 minus 16, so this is your remainder. So we are interested in the remainder part, and I think those who have seen my first session, they will easily understand this, and you have to move from bottom to top. So your answer will be 2 5 4. Remember to write the answer properly, that is, this is your question equal to, this is your answer with base 8. Okay, now let's go with the fractional part, because whatever we have studied, that was a real part. Multiplication method for fractional part, multiplication method is used to convert fractional part to from the base 10 to any other base. The multiplication is performed with the required base. Okay, now I think this is the same concept what we have done with decimal to binary. Multiply the given fraction with 8, write the real part and the fractional part of the result, so obtain separately. Multiply the fractional part with 8, write the real part of the result, so obtain separately. Repeat this process until the fractional part remains 0. If the fractional part does not terminates to 0, find the result up to as many places as required. The required number in base 8 equal to series of real part of the multiplication results obtained in the above steps from top to bottom. This is also very important. Okay, so let's see one example. I think this is your question, 1032.6875. I think the real part just now we have seen 2010. Okay, I've used the same number. Now let's see how to change the fractional part. Now whenever we change the fractional part, I think fractional part is this, we convert the fractional part base 10 to base 8 using the multiplication method. So you have to just multiply. Now whenever you multiply this two, can you see when you multiply this number by 8, you will be getting 5.5, but we have to take answer as real part. When you multiply, then you have to whatever the fractional part is remaining, again you have to take it here and just multiply by 8. Okay, so when you multiply this will be 4.0. Now so this is the real part we have to consider, and right now we can stop here, because if we go ahead you will be getting 0 only. And when you write your answer, you have to move from top to bottom. Okay, so fractional part you have to move from top to bottom, and when you are using the real part, you have to move from bottom to top. So let's see how they wrote the answer, or still there is some explanation. Yes, now just wait. I think here you can see that when you multiply this number with 8, you will be getting 5.5. So in the real part we have to write 5 and the fractional part we have to write 0.5. Okay, step 2, 0.5 into 8, result will be this. Since the fractional part becomes 0, we can stop. So this is your answer. Okay, so the fractional part terminates after 2 iterations, traverse the real part column from top to bottom as I told you. Okay, so your answer only a fractional part is this 0.54. When we combine the result, a real part with the fractional part, so this was your question. Again there is a problem. Whenever you write your in your paper, please see that you have to write this is in decimal and you got the answer in octal. Okay, and remember that octal don't have numbers greater than 7. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Now let's go with the next slide. So we have taken one more example. So 172.878. I think real part we have already know the answer 254. That's why I'll not elaborate on anything on this. Let's go to the fractional part. Fractional part also just now we have seen when we'll multiply this fractional part by 8, because every time you have to multiply by 8 only. Okay, so you'll be getting 7.072. So you have to consider whatever is written before the decimal. That is the answer. Then the remaining fractional part you have to take it once again, multiply by 8. This time it will the real part will be having 0.0. That's why we have taken 0 here, and the fractional part will be 0.192. So 192 into 8 you will be getting 1.536. So our answer is real part. Okay, now again when we'll multiply this by 8, we'll be getting this. Now since we have moved till 4 digits, we can stop. And remember that whenever you write your answer, you have to move from top to bottom. Okay, now let's see another explanation what they want to say. So I think they are telling you that you can move till 4 decimal places. Okay, so we'll be getting this answer. When you combine the answer, real part, that is 172 will be 254 and 878 is 7014. So this is the answer. So I hope you understood how to change decimal to octal. I think we have seen in this session how to change in the first case, that is binary to decimal, and then we have seen decimal to octal, both the ways, that is real part as well as the fractional part. I think I'll meet you in the next session how to change or how to convert from octal to decimal, and finally we will be having only one thing, that is decimal to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to decimal. Okay, I hope you understood this much. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.